years for that. And if it wasn't for the fact that this is Beverly Hills and it's all on camera, they had no problem sending us up the river when we couldn't have possibly done what was being said.
Goodbreads, welcome to the Mr.Goodbread reaction channel, where we learn how not to be a dummy from some well-paid dummies. We watch and study the stars and entertainers so we know how the broke people in our community is going to behave. And guys, we got some Katt news, Shannon news. Let's get straight on into the news, guys. They messing with Katt Williams now, and you had to know that was coming. You had to know he was a target.
So y'all know that Katt Williams does not play when it comes to speaking the truth. He's not just some comedian cracking jokes, he's dropping knowledge that's shaking up Hollywood. Remember in that powerful interview on the Shannon Sharpe Club Shay Shay podcast, Katt straight up exposed the dirty game that Hollywood's been playing for years. But guess what? That ain't even the craziest part. The even wilder stuff, Katt's not the only one. Hollywood seems to have been trying to silence Shannon Sharpe too, all for speaking his truth. And now with the lawsuits and the shady accusations rolling in, it's clear the system's gunning for anybody who dares to go against the grain.
Have you ever spent time in jail?
30 times.
Now I'm diving deep into what Katt Williams revealed about Hollywood, the attacks he's faced, and how his story's eerily similar to what Shannon Sharpe's going through right now. You won't believe the connections between these two. Stick with me as we break down the battle of their voices and why the entertainment industry is scared of these men. Alright, let's get right into what Katt Williams had to say. In his appearance on Club Shay Shay that was infamous, Katt wasn't holding back. He went off about the dark side of Hollywood, revealing a truth that most of us didn't even want to acknowledge. He explained how the entertainment industry isn't just a business, it's a world where people manipulate others, control the narrative, and keep a stranglehold on any truth teller who dares to expose them. He accused high-profile figures like Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, and gatekeepers for a system that's rigged to keep the real ones out. Weinstein wasn't the only one making deals behind closed doors. He said that at one point, Weinstein even offered him actresses, which Katt didn't take seriously.
And then he offered me 2 actresses like they was playing cards. And I was like, what?
Like he just jilted it. Like,
He was like, I know you.
damn.
Right, like, what?
Some aces. Damn.
No, my personal aces.
Yeah. Did you think
Right.
about it?
Look, I'm not, in these scary situations, I don't even leave it up to me. Like, I'm gonna do what the superhero would do in this part of the movie regardless, and deal with what happens after, yeah. Just because it's a story, and I know it's a story.
Right.
It's my story. You know what I mean? So I can't.
That's a good way to think about things in general.
Yeah.
What would the superhero do right now?
Yeah, because I'm saying, I read about Jesus getting to the mountaintop and the devil saying you can have all of this, and him saying you don't have anything to offer me. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I got to look up to. So I'm gonna follow suit in the best version I can, regardless of anything else.
But that wasn't the only thing he revealed. Katt also went on to talk about how Hollywood uses sex, drugs, and money to keep people in line. He explained how the industry controls stars by dangling fame and fortune in front of them. But once you're in, they own you, your career, your image. Gets even darker. Katt described a situation where he was threatened by those in power when he refused to comply with their wishes. The moment he stepped outside the line, the system retaliated. Katt's been vocal about how the industry tries to silence those who speak out. He once recounted how, after roasting radio host Wanda Smith, her husband pulled a gun on him outside a comedy club, and Katt had to run into a nearby grocery store to escape. Incidents like this aren't just random. They're part of a pattern to Now, not too long ago, he claimed that some rappers are actually federal informants, saying, if you've ever been to jail but talk like you have, you're probably working with the feds. And one thing he always got is some receipts.
But do you feel like they would say to someone, okay, we're going to bring you in unless...
Absolutely, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like in the rap world, like all of the rappers that you know that never been to jail and never gotten any trouble with the law, but they talk as if their life is opposite of that. Like, those are federal informants, like, you know.
You think they're really out there?
Yeah.
Now, Katt never is one to back down, but standing up against Hollywood didn't come without a price. The man's been through it all: legal battles, arrests, and accusations that seem designed to ruin his career. One of the most public incidents was in 2016, when Katt got arrested for allegedly assaulting a teenage boy at a restaurant. Some people close to the situation believe that the charges were part of a larger smear campaign to discredit him, and there's even speculation that the legal troubles he faced were orchestrated by people within the industry who were pissed at him for calling out their misdeeds. In the same year, Katt had a run-in with the law over an alleged assault on a woman at a hotel. This wasn't just any random incident. Made me believe that it was another attempt to tarnish his reputation, especially since Katt had been outspoken about Hollywood's dirty business practices. He also faced multiple run-ins with the law enforcement, with his home being raided in 2016, where police allegedly found firearms and marijuana. But Katt's legal issues didn't stop there. His former assistant filed a lawsuit claiming he assaulted her on set, and these constant attacks on his personal life seemed to be too well timed to be coincidental. The more Katt exposed the industry's dirty dealings, the more personal and legal issues seemed to arise. It was like someone was sending a message: don't speak out or we'll destroy your life. But Katt refused to stay silent. He kept calling out Hollywood, and when the system tried to cancel him, he just doubled down. He even said it himself: they want to see me in jail, but they don't realize I've been broke and I've been to jail before. Now, this is where it got real crazy though. Look at what's going on with Shannon Sharpe right now. If you've been keeping up with the news, you know that Shannon was hit with a $50 million lawsuit from an OnlyFans model, Gabriella Zuniga, who accused him of sexual assault. But the timing of the lawsuit is a little bit suspicious for comfort. Shannon had just hosted Katt Williams on Club Shay Shay, where Katt aired out Hollywood's dirty laundry, and interestingly, Sharpe's interview with Katt Williams became one of the most viewed episodes, where Katt exposed various industry secrets. Some speculate that giving Katt a platform may have put Sharpe in the crosshairs of some powerful industry figures. But after that, out of the nowhere, Shannon finds himself in a messy legal battle that could ruin his career. Now, Shannon has denied these allegations, saying they're part of a shakedown, and his legal team has even released text messages that suggest the relationship was consensual. But the fact that this lawsuit has surfaced after Katt's interview makes you wonder, was Shannon's public platform being punished for giving Katt the opportunity to expose Hollywood's secrets? Now think about it. Shannon is a well-respected figure, not just in sports, but in the media world. For him to be dragged into a scandal like this, not long after bringing Katt on to share his story, seems more than coincidental. Hollywood and the powers that be don't like when people like Katt and Shannon speak out. These two are on the front lines fighting to expose the truth, and it looks like the industry is trying to put them in their place. Now, Hollywood has a long history of using intimidation to control its stars, especially those who try to rock the boat. And if you look at the stories of people like Katt Williams and Shannon Sharpe, you start to see a disturbing pattern. These men weren't just targeted for their talent or fame, they were targeted because they dared to speak out against a corrupt system. The entertainment industry thrives on secrecy and manipulation. It's a place where people get chewed up and spit out unless they're willing to play by those rules. And what are those rules? Keep quiet, don't rock the boat, and fall in line with what the industry wants you to do. If you refuse, you get marginalized, discredited, and sometimes even worse. But Katt's story is one of survival. He's faced countless obstacles in his career, but through it all, he's remained a voice for those who have been silenced by the system. He's not just a comedian, he's a whistleblower calling out the corrupt powers that control Hollywood. So why are Katt Williams and Shannon Sharpe such a threat to Hollywood? Simple, they're both telling the truth, and Hollywood doesn't want the truth to get out. Think about the power that comes with controlling the narrative. Hollywood shapes how we see the world, how we view celebrities, and how we understand the entertainment industry. If someone like Katt starts exposing the lies, it messes up the whole game. And if someone like Shannon Sharpe, who has a huge platform, starts challenging the system, it could spark a revolution. But the most chilling part, Katt admitted that he held back during the interview, intentionally leaving out the knockout blows. He warned that he knows every hidden story in Hollywood and he's not afraid to expose them.
Club Shay Shay, yeah. I was trying to do something there that hadn't been done, I thought that I had figured out the algorithm mathematically, and I thought that I could show that. And when I wrote it out to kill the careers of the people I was talking about, right? But it was so vicious that I erased all of the knockout blows and just left the jabs, so that the comic I'm talking about knows that I know your real story, motherfucker. I'm gonna tell this, but you know what else I know. So, yeah, I was...
Do you want to tell any of those stories now?
Well, I'm saying...
But the more Katt speaks out, the more he shows that the industry isn't what it seems. He's talked about how stars like Jay-Z and Beyonce are being controlled and how the whole industry is built on selling out for fame and money. That's a narrative Hollywood can't afford to have out in the open. So they do everything they can to shut people like Katt and Shannon down. But after the Club Shay Shay interview, Katt noticed some strange things happening. He pointed out that Saturday Night Live has parodied him multiple times without ever inviting him on the show. He says, "They think I'm a B," highlighting the industry's attempts to mock and marginalize him. It's like Hollywood wants to profit off of his image without giving him a seat at the table.
There has never been a person that has been parodied 9 times on Saturday Night Live and yet never been invited other than me. So I, at this point, take it as a badge of honor that they don't fuck with me.
In general, what do you think of impressions of you? Is there an impression of you that you like?
A lot of times when people are doing an impression of you, they're really showing you how they feel about you. You know what I mean? So for Saturday Night Live to have an impression of me and have a woman do that means they think I'm a bitch. And I understand that that's what they're saying when they do that, you know? So, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I understand how the game goes, and I understand that if you love me, I know why you do. And if you don't fuck with me, I understand why. My job is to be worthy.
But Katt's not just talking, he's naming names. He joked about naming his GOATs after celebrities like Jay-Z, implying that those powerful figures might not appreciate being called out, but Katt's fearless. He believes that the truth needs to be told no matter what the cost.
I have a pot-bellied pig named Fat Faison, who is like just a real joy to be around, and the GOATs they're all named after famous people. Jay-Z and Fat Faison.
So the industry has gone into damage control mode. Kevin Hart dismissed Katt's claims as sad, attributing them to personal issues and drug use, and Marlon Wayans expressed disappointment over this public spats among black comedians, emphasizing the need for harmony and respect within the community. Well, Mike Epps warned Katt after his Club Shay Shay interview, saying, "We better hope all the people he said ain't no killers, cause he ain't gonna know who hit him." It's clear that speaking the truth in Hollywood comes with some risks.
Comedians are dark people, man. We dark. Katt Williams, I pray for that brother, man. I pray for that brother because that's some serious shit. The shit that he did on that podcast, man, we better hope all the people that he said ain't no killers. Cause he ain't gonna know who hit him. They got money. They know niggas. It just take one of them to wake up in the morning and say, you know what, that's it.
But when you connect the dots, a disturbing pattern emerges. Both Katt Williams and Shannon Sharpe have used their platforms to challenge powerful entities and expose hidden truths. In response, they've faced barrage of illegal issues, public ridicule, and attempts to silence them. Is this a coincidence, or is there a deliberate effort to suppress voices that threaten the established order? Katt Williams is more than just a comedian. He's a truth teller in an industry that thrives on secrets and lies. His willingness to speak out has made him a target, but it also solidified his place as a voice for the voiceless. But as we watch these events unfold, we gotta ask ourselves, are we witnessing a concerted effort to silence those who dare to speak the truth? And if so, What does that say about the industry that we often idolize? And let me know what y'all think about the comparison between Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams, because is Katt Williams the one being attacked? Is Shannon Sharpe just getting his just desserts for his bad behavior, or is he being attacked?
And this is why the Bible tells us, do not conform with the ways of this world, because it's evil. It's good versus evil, guys. And the truth will set you free. But so many people don't see it like that. So many people been trained to that the truth hurt. So as soon as they hear the truth, they feelings hurt and they want to block you and things of that nature. So it's the same template. The Hollywood template is the same template that they use globally in the world. When people don't want to go get their feelings fixed, when people don't want to go fix them, you know, they turn into those block monsters where they just start blocking the truth. They do it on social media. We see it. When Katt Williams said that the truth was going to be exposed, he wasn't just talking about in Hollywood. He was talking about globally. Globally. A lot of people is telling the truth now. A lot of people is speaking their truth, the truth, and people don't like that. People like to believe what they want to believe, and that's how it is. But in any event, guys, let's take it to the comment section. Let me hear what you guys got to say about this one right here. Hope Katt be safe, man.